forgot something. Wait. Okay. Sorry, I was all ready to go live and realized I didn't have any spoons with me. Hi everybody, it's Marcy, and today is going to be another one of those days where I show you, just don't be afraid to experiment around with stuff. So on our website, for our recipe website, which is tcerecipes.com, we have two different no-bake balls. One is an energy one and one is pepita. Well, I love our pepitas and I love the other ones. So I'm sort of gonna combine them a little, like, why not? Feel free to experiment with stuff. So I sort of took the best of what I liked from each of them, and we're gonna see how this works. But there's really no reason it wouldn't work, you know? Okay, so first of all, we're gonna start off with some oats. I'll turn you down a little so you can watch some of this. Okay, we're gonna start off with some oats, and between 3/4 of a cup and a cup. So this is a cup measure. So, you know, something around like that. Like I said, we'll be able to adjust eventually. And I used old-fashioned oats. I still use those whenever I make oatmeal raisin cookies. I don't know why, I just have to. Okay, the next thing I want to add is some flaxseed. You know, flaxseed's really good for you. And like I said, one of our recipes called for it, one did not. Now, I've got ground up flaxseed and whole flaxseed. I think I'm going to do a little bit of both. Okay, so, I mean, obviously not a measuring spoon, but you get the idea. Probably about a teaspoon of each. And we're going to move that out of the way. I also wanted to use some of our pepitas, and the recipe that has the pepitas in them calls for about half a cup. So we'll go ahead and try that because I really like these. We'll do about half a cup there. Okay, we've got our pepitas here. I'll show you those are pure dark pepitas. Hi, Gloria. And what else do we need? Some of our nibs. I think I'm only gonna do, well, you know what, this is what, about like 2 tablespoons. We'll dump those in. I love cherries in this, and Becca just went to Trader Joe's recently and got some dried cherries. You can use raisins, you can use dried cranberries, whatever you want. The problem with these cherries though, is they're sort of big. So I did get a little chopper thing here. That would be the official, oh, battery going low. That would be the official word that true cooks like to use, the chopper thing. So I'm gonna just chop it up a little because I'm not gonna make huge huge of the pepita or protein balls. Okay, just chop it up a little. I mean, you can obviously use a knife. I like this because it was from when we were Dove Chocolate Discoveries. While I am chopping these up, I will give my shout outs. I didn't exactly put them on today, but I would love to give a shout out to some of my networking groups. There are 3 I'm going to talk about today. ICAG, I know a guy, gal, Chris and Deanna, so amazing. They like really care about the people in their groups. So they've got all kinds of meetings all the time. I would highly recommend them. Of course, they're doing them all by Zoom right now. Then I'm in another group called Number 9, which has a bunch of really great people. It's over, whoops. I thought I saw fuzz or something there. Okay, we're gonna pour that in. Over in the St. Charles County area. And then the last one I'll mention, it actually meets at, Number 9 also does, where I've been telling you guys to go pick up Brass Rail. But the last one also meets there, which is Good People Networking Group. They meet once a week. It's a small group, but it's really good. I've used several people in the group. Okay, let's get rid of this. So if you are not networking, I really recommend any of those groups. There are other groups around too. I happen to like these best, but you know, you can find a place. Oh, the other thing, I'm not going to make these spicy, but if you wanted to make them a little spicier, you could add, oh my gosh, Britt, I can't believe you're watching. Some of our Aztec cocoa powder or the Aztec slab. You could chop it up like I did for the thing yesterday. Okay, so here's all of our dry ingredients. Whoops, not all of them. I'm gonna make it the protein balls with our Vitalize. Again, 1 scoop is 1 serving when you're making, you know, either a smoothie bowl or just a plain smoothie. I'm gonna use 2 scoops. Okay, so we've got 2 scoops, all vegan, pea protein, plus, and the big difference between this and other protein drinks is that it has cocoa flavanol. So you'll get 20 grams of protein and 350 milligrams of cocoa flavanol, which helps with circulation and everything. By the way, I keep forgetting to mention this. Our Vitalize are on sale, buy one, get one free this month, which is phenomenal. Because if you've ever had protein drinks or protein bars, you know they're really expensive. So to have them buy one, get one free, wow, that's awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and mix up the dry ingredients. Then I'm gonna add some almond butter, only because you can use peanut butter if you want, but I'm gonna use almond because Becca's allergic to peanuts. And I do not want to eat all of these by myself. I think I'm going to try, well, we'll see. This is where we're going to maybe adjust a little. Okay, this looks like about 3/4 of a cup. And I'm going to scoop it out with this. And some honey. Okay. And this is really fun to make with kids too, because there's like no cooking. You don't have to worry about waiting. I mean, you could stick this in the fridge and make it a little bit better, but you can also eat them instantly. Okay, so I'm going to use about 1/4 of a cup. I don't know that I even want to use that much. I'm going to use, let's just say less than 1/4 of a cup of honey. This looks like just a little over 1/8 of a cup. We're going to stop there. If we need to add more, we can. Okay, so scoop that out. Like I said, if you want to add something else to make it, oh, you know what? I wanted to add a little bit of our granola because I love our granola. It's got hemp and more flax in it. So here, I'm going to add a little bit of that. Okay. But like I said, feel free to add whatever you happen to have. You know, if you have pecans, add those. If you have almonds, add those. Unless you're Caroline. I didn't see if Caroline's watching. Don't add those. You'll have an allergic reaction. But really sort of feel free to kind of experiment and stuff with this, like I'm doing, as you can see. Okay. So I wanted to tell you about the networking groups. Oh, also for kids today. You know, I loved teaching science. That was one of my favorite classes. I'm going to add a little more peanut butter here. That was one of my favorite classes. Hey, Jake. And so I would be so trying science experiments at home. There's so many different things you can do. One that would be so interesting right now, I think, would be to work to do something with how mold grows, especially, like I said, during everything that's happening right now. See how it grows. Get some white bread, I would guess you could use wheat bread or something. Get some sort of bread where it's going to be easy to see on it. And you can either do things like wipe your phone with the bread and put it in a bag. You can wipe the bathroom sink with the bread. Or if you just want to do an experiment, wipe hands with it before washing. And then wash your hands. You're going to have to, I don't know, I'm trying to think how you would do that because your hands will be clean after the first time you wash them. So anyway, and then you could do one with cleaner. And so wipe the bread on all the different surfaces or the different ways you've cleaned hands, and then let them sit. Put them in, hang them on in a Ziploc bag on a window or something so that they'll be getting lots of heat. If you want, you can put them in a dark place. That might help it grow a little faster. This is not the easiest thing to mix, but it's coming along. I'm gonna add a little more honey. There we go. I don't think it really needs that much more liquid. It's just, while I'm doing this live, I want to get it to where you guys can see what it's gonna look like. So that would be a really fun thing to do. Oh, you can wipe bread on a doorknob or something. Okay, I might switch this to the mixer over there because it'll go faster. Although we're pretty good. It's pretty much done. It's a little more powdery, but if you keep mixing it, it'll blend in well. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? It'll be so much easier to mix it with my hands. Yeah, and I did wash them right before I did this, so make sure you always have, oh yeah, this is much better. Make sure you always have your kids do that. Thank you to everyone who joined us for the bingo last night. That was really fun. I was really excited that Gloria won. Okay, now we're talking. It's just too much. Okay, so now all you have to do is, now that your hand is totally disgusting and covered, take a scooper. And you can refrigerate this before you do it. You can refrigerate it afterwards. Take a scooper. If you don't have a scooper, you can pick it up and do it by hand. You know, it's no big deal. And you've got your protein balls. And I will show you. Becca just disappeared. I was gonna have her try one. These look so good. I gotta tell you, the best chocolate cherry. Actually, it sounds a lot like our protein bars that we sell. Hey, Jake, if you want more protein bars or protein powder, let me know. It's buy one, get one. Okay, so I have a dog who keeps ringing the doorbell. Charlie, can you guys see Charlie? Come here, come over here. There, oh. Charlie's the one who jumps up on the counter even though she's not supposed to. Charlie keeps ringing the bell, which means she needs to go out. Okay, so there you go. You're gonna look like that. I hope you guys have a good weekend. Stay safe. If you are in an area that is open again, just please be smart, be careful. If you're watching this, I'm probably friends with you, so I do care about you. I would way rather you stay safe than get to eat out. It'll come. It's just a little blip in our lives. Even if this was to last for a year, which I don't think it is, but even if it was, it's just a little blip in our lives. We can do this. What is it? Somebody said once, this is the only time in our lives that staying home and watching TV is the way you can save lives. So stay safe, everyone, and be kind to each other. Thanks.